What is gangstalking? This video is a presentation to understand gangstalking. Gangstalking, simply put, is harassment tactics initiated by a group of loosely affiliated people who invade all aspects of a person's life. Gangstalking can also be referred to as the program, which is an operation that is systematically put in place. Gangstalking is known for other names such as organized harassment and cause stalking. Organized stalking, also known as predatory stalking, has the same definition and purpose as gangstalking. Cause stalking is harassment tactics used by religious groups such as radical Christians who believe in dominion theology, which is a belief that requires them to take dominion over the entire earth. This is done to create social change through gang stalking activities. The Church of Scientology and the Ku Klux Klan are just a few of the groups that use these tactics. Victims of gang stalking are known as targeted individuals, or TIs for short. Who are the victims of gang stalking? Corporate whistleblowers, someone with alternative political or religious views, single women, minorities, family scapegoats, or anyone who's considered different. The main goal of the operation is to leave the target homeless, institutionalized, or to commit suicide. Who initiates gang stalking? Those who initiate the targeting of the victim are referred to as handlers or perpetrators, or perps for short. The main person who initiates the process is typically someone close to the victim. It is generally a current or former spouse, family member, co-worker, a corporate institution, or someone posing as a friend. Typically, this is a person who is relatively close to the target and mistreats them without their knowledge. Generally, it is someone who uses illegal methods to convince a large number of people that they have authority or rights over the target. Gang stalkers enlist others to carry out their agenda. Members who assist the main handler are from every age, socioeconomic, religious, and racial background. Those who participate generally have no prior criminal record. They appear to be everyday citizens. So one would ask, why do they assist in an illegal operation? Many of the participants are unaware that the activity is illegal. Others are fully aware that it is indeed illegal. People generally participate for social inclusion and monetary gain. Those involved in the harassment operation are known to be a part of a secret society due to the covert nature of the program. Here is a diagram of how the operation works, with the mastermind of the operation, the handlers, being on top. They understand the full reason as to why they are targeting you. And generally it is a one-sided competition where they want to beat you in some way, in a competition that you were never allowed to know that you were being in the competition, but for whatever reason is, they know why. It could be the fact that they want you to give up their job because you have a brighter future than them. It could be the fact that maybe they want to prevent you from marrying into a wealthy family, whatever, okay? There's all kinds of reasons why they want to control you, but they won't ever come right out and say it. So they have this plan where they are going to convince a group of people and they're going to get the cooperation of these people. And how they're going to do it is they're going to generally pose as somebody who is concerned and has authority over the target. So they're going to have your local governments and law enforcement are involved in this. Your old friends on the lower level is your old friends, your co-workers and neighbors. And then we have the community and the general public. Strangers are recruited. People are used as eyes and ears for the main perpetrator. This would include grocery clerks, bank tellers, cable installers, employers, people on the street, landlords or apartment managers, and honey traps. Honey traps are people that you know, prospective romantic relationships that come into your life that are arranged by your main perp or your handler. Okay, they're hoping that you would develop a romantic or sometimes even platonic relationship with somebody, but it's used for information gathering. So basically, it's somebody who's going to use you. Okay. There has been, I had heard of a story of a woman who was married to a man and had two of his children, and it was all a setup. It was not really, you know, the relationship that she was really looking for. It was more of an arrangement that was being set up for her husband to be an information gatherer. And that was the only thing that it was meant to be. So these people will do all kinds of elaborate things in order to get the information. And like I said, nothing is sacred to these people. The tactics used in gang stalking. No matter why a target is in the program or who their perpetrators are, the tactics used in their targeting are generally the same. And by the way, gang stalkers use the same tactics that the Stasi used in communist East Germany. Slandering the target is usually the first phase in the operation. Slander campaigns are imperative to the covert operation and are used to discredit the target. Stating that the target is mentally ill is one of the most commonly used methods perps use in order to discredit the target. Before the target is even aware of what is happening to them, they are already ostracized due to the malicious gossip that surrounds them. They will even resort to placing the target into situations to provoke them in some way to validate their accusations. The malicious gossip and accusations leaves the target alone with no support system. Targets will be under surveillance at home, in their cars, and their work locations. Targets will also be watched and monitored by several unknown people, as well as people they believe they are close to. Computer hacking and phone tapping are other methods used to invade the target's privacy. Targets will be closely scrutinized in the public. When the target is noticed, a perp alerts the rest of the group of their location via email or text messaging. Since the operation is so vast, just about everyone the TI meets will be used for information gathering. Street theater is a dramatic behavior played out in front of the target, typically replaying a traumatizing event the target experienced. There is nothing sacred to these perps, okay? They will use any scenario to traumatize you, okay? So that means if you were close to your grandmother and you ended up losing your grandmother because somebody murdered her, okay, in her home, while you were out on the street, these people will enact the murder of your grandmother just to traumatize you. There is nothing sacred to these people. They will do anything to get under your skin. Okay, this is how bad this gang stalking brings out the worst in people. I'm telling you. Okay, so whatever it is that is traumatizing, they will enact it out through the street theater. Trigger jargon are words or phrases used by perps to remind the target of traumatizing events. Okay, mobbing is extreme bullying by a group. Mobbing can occur at work or in the community. And when we think of the word mobbing, we often hear this new term that people have been saying, especially in the last, I would say, 15 years, workplace mobbing. Mobbings can occur anywhere, but most of the time they're more obvious in the workplace. And I'm going to give you the definition here is written out, and I'm going to kind of read over this, okay? Mobbing is mass bullying, and here's the definition of it. A malicious attempt by a group at work with collusion or participation by bosses and administration to emotionally destroy a person and force them out of the workplace through unjustified accusations, isolation, humiliation, general harassment, and emotional abuse. Employment blacklisting is used to prevent a target from making income, which leads to financial disaster. And this is generally the order that it occurs, okay? We have the workplace mobbing, okay? So then guess what? These people want you out of the company, right? So then you get out of the company. So you're dealing with harassment, illogical behavior from people in the community, your neighbors, your coworkers, your ex-coworkers or whatever. And then you go and you look for another job and they got you blacklisted. So you understand where I'm going with this. I think we know. Now, the tactics used against a target will never be divulged by the group. It is always done in a covert manner. So your perps are never going to sit down and have a conversation with you about this issue. Never. Guaranteed. It is of the utmost importance for the abusers to work in secrecy and go undetected to avoid criminal charges. In conclusion, the person smiling in your face is digging your grave. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you share this video with as many people as you can. I don't expect this video to go viral, but I do think it's information that everyone should be aware of, because I think it's happening so often and to so many people, not just here in the United States, but everywhere, that it's good to let people know what could possibly be happening to them in case they get in this situation, which it's very easy to get into the situation. I would like to say that what I've learned from this experience is that people aren't always what they say they are. And you start to see people for what they really are, and you come to realize you never knew these people, because what you've believed to be is completely opposite of what they are. You thought these people were warm and fuzzy and welcoming, but these were the people who put you in this situation and didn't bat an eye to do it, okay? So your eyes are wide open, okay? And you could be grateful for that. There's two sides to this, okay? It's a good thing that you are so aware of what goes on around you in life and how and being a realist, but it's also quite shocking. So once you come to the realization that the people who are smiling in your face are digging your grave, it will hit you very hard, okay? So it's going to take you a while to get adjusted to it, and you're going to go through the depression, you're going to go through everything, on top of having to worry about how you're going to pay your bills and all this other stuff, okay? So it's a tremendous amount of stress for targeted individuals. And I will say that this is the worst thing a person can do to another person. It really is, okay? You know, we in different countries where they have an issue, or they're against a certain person, even they destroy a person in a humane way. Doing something like this, I will tell you, it's like a slow form of torture. It's like and it's a slow kill, okay? And they know that it is a form of torture, and this is why they do it, okay? So there's a lot to know. I'm going to be making some more videos. This is my first, well, I think I made another PowerPoint video, but it was really basic. So this has a little bit more in it. And, you know, as I move along, I'm going to improve, okay? So I think this is either my second or third, maybe. I thought it was my first, but no, it's not, okay? I made one a few months ago that was quite basic. And so this is another one that I'm making, and it's got my voice included in it, okay? So, you know, each little step is a little bit better. I have some drafts here that I got added some pictures, I added some text. The next video I'm going to be doing is going to be about human trafficking and how it relates to gang stalking. And so I'm going to talk about, you know, the issues that the tactics are similar, what kind of human trafficking, misconceptions about human trafficking, and how human trafficking is something that actually occurs quite often. And most of the time right in front of your face, just like it is in this community, right in front of your face, but goes unnoticed, ignored, or whatever. So anyway, if you could pass this video along, and like I said, it's not to get it to go viral or for me to like increase my numbers, okay? Because I have a very small subscriber base. I don't ever foresee it, increasing into the thousands, okay? But I do believe this is helpful information, okay? It's general information, but it's good information. And as we go further, my videos are going to be a little bit more educational. I am moving away from talking about specific individuals, but I do think this topic is extremely important, because once you experience something like this, you will never be the same again. I can assure you, okay? It's going to change you in a lot of ways, okay? And it's going to, I think the main goal of targeting a person is to manipulate everything about them to the point where they want to die, okay? And the thing is that what this operation has proven to me is even more why I don't want to be like what these people are, okay? I don't want to mimic them in any way. I don't want to show respect to them in any way, because what these people do is they're trying to steal your soul, basically. So do the best you can. If it's a targeted individual, you owe it to yourself to show yourself love every day, okay? If that means going out for a walk in the sunshine, get some fresh air, go get your fresh air, okay? I know that everything that you do, they're going to find some sort of issue with, okay? But the point is that they don't have the right to do what they're doing to you. You have the right to enjoy your life. Only you can define what you want in life. You're the only one who can do it. So you go out and you make sure that you know your rights as an individual, and you take advantage of every day that we have left on this earth. As you can see, basically, as how this whole system works, you're going to get mobbed at your job, okay? You're going to deal with ostracism in the community. You're going to deal with blacklisting and God knows what else, and the discrediting of your character, And I will say that my targeting has gotten better, mind you, but still, it's still not where I would like it to be, okay? So we don't know how long we have on this earth, okay? So we understand that our situation is abnormal, okay? We have to take it into our own hands to find what we want in life, okay? Because it's not going to be defined based off these people. They're going to try to force their shit on you, okay? They're going to do everything they can to destroy you. You have every right to protect your life. So every day you do something that you enjoy. If that's, drawing, draw. If it's going for a walk, go for a walk. If you like reading, read as many books as you can. We don't know how long we're going to be here on this earth. Okay? The world is a hostile, bloodthirsty place, okay? And as a targeted individual, you know that more than anyone. So show yourself love. Take care of yourself. And I'll be wrapping up this video, and I'll be back with another one later. Take care. Bye-bye.